She's a beauty. Phantom 337, isn't she?
You are a clever, resourceful man, Mr. Bond.
Well, thank you.
A guy named Auric Goldfinger used to drive one of these, the Rolls-Royce Phantom. But does this car cut it when it comes to tech? Let's find out. This is one of the few cars in the world where you're absolutely happy buying it, but never driving it. Because back here, to me, is really what this car is all about. The rear compartment is pure luxury. Let's start with the picnic table here. And you say, oh, I've seen that before on a Jaguar VDP. Not like this, you haven't, because these have integrated 12-inch LCD video monitors. There's one over on that side, too. You control the media that you watch here with a mini version of the iDrive controller back here in the rear console. And of course, the toe-deep lamb's wool rugs make you feel like you never really left the house. When you do leave the house, there's no effort involved. A button right here on the C-pillar closes the door for you. Onto the tech. You press that little button, the 007 button, to get the screen open. Let me take a look at some of the functions by opening up this iDrive knob, which lives right here. If we go to the main screen, you see we have a navigation option on the right, which brings us a nicely rendered navigation screen regardless of what zoom level you're at. You've also got the ability to change the view several ways so that you can go from either a map down view, or if you like, you can also do a perspective bird's eye flyover view. You also, of course, have control of the audio and entertainment system here. AM, FM, of course, single slot CD right here, 6-disc CD in the glove box. The sound, of course, is phenomenal. It's a Lexicon branded Logic 7 17-speaker surround sound system. Oh, by the way, you can also listen to television on that system and watch it as well, both here and in the rear seats if so equipped, because this car has the very rare and exotic broadcast television tuning system. A couple other technologies I know you want to know about. Bluetooth, yes, the car comes with it standard. Here's the phone tray. Open that up, slide open the cover, and there's your velour-lined tray for your telephone to live in. Right next to that is a physical keypad so you can do your dialing, hang up, and call initiation right there, or hide the whole mess when you're done chatting. Here's the gear shift lever, and it's an odd one. It's a traditional spindly column, as you might imagine, but you press in for park, you press and move it to go to reverse, neutral, or drive, and there's a very strange display up here that's sort of quasi-visual to show you what gear you're in. All of it is a combination that is in stark contrast to the very traditional Rolls-Royce gauges, including this odd one here, the power reserve meter. That takes the place of the traditional tachometer. Rather than letting you know what your raucous RPMs are, sir, that lets you know what your vehicle's potential is. Don't call them suicide doors. In a Rolls-Royce, they're coach doors. And when they're both open at the curb like this, create this cocoon of safety for milady. And if it's raining, we've got that covered as well. Push the button on the door, out comes the Rolls-Royce branded umbrella. When it goes back in, a drying mechanism gets it ready for the next use. Our 07 Phantom still carries the Spirit of Ecstasy hood ornaments. They created a new mold based on original photos of Elizabeth Velasco Thornton. I don't know who she is either, but I know this. When you lock the car up now, she goes away, so no vandals take her for a ride she doesn't want to go on. Now, underway, our Phantom is powered by a 6.8-liter version of BMW's V12. About 450 some odd horsepower, 530 some odd foot-pounds of torque. No wonder it starts in second gear most of the time. It doesn't need first. And fifth and sixth are overdrive, by the way. There's plenty of visual aid to parking this thing as well. First of all, when you go into reverse, you get the almost obligatory rear view camera. Unfortunately, the resolution's really crappy. You can barely see anything on that camera. Going forward, you've also got some help. Pull the stalk on the left side, and it activates the optional front cameras. A little protrusion under the chin of the car has a camera that looks due west and due east. It's a little disconcerting at first until you start driving with it and realize, okay, I get it. It's letting me know what's out there on the corners of the bow. Now the fun part. Let's price out our Rolls-Royce Phantom. It's almost laughable. The numbers are really big. The car bases at $333,000. Hello, dear. Then we come to the options. Those rear seat video monitors, yeah, you know those aren't included. That's $10,400 more. The front and rear camera system, $3,300. How about a cooled, refrigerated center console for another $3,300? And my favorite is the rear seat drink cabinet for $8,500. I kid you not. But if you've got the money, you gotta do it. It's your only chance in this life to have anything at all in common with Auric Goldfinger.
For more video like this, go to cnet.com and click on CNET TV.